Hello and welcome back to Embodied Astrology. This is a weekly series where I talk about key astrological happenings of the week ahead and teach you how you can work with it to embody your most authentic self and live your best life. This week we have one of the best, in my opinion, January year kickoff setups that we've had in a while. I'm going to make this video relatively short because this is not really a week for talky. This is a week for taking action and doing. And the key thing that I want you to know is that as we move into this week of January 5th, we are experiencing a lot of really supportive astrology that will help you take action, that will help you do things that maybe require a little extra boost of courage, make you feel energized. And so whatever it is that you've been thinking about over the holidays and into the new year, anything that you want to start right now, this is a beautiful week to start taking action on that. And when I say take action, I don't necessarily mean to do the most dramatic, biggest thing. It is the type of astrology that encourages us to take a tiny step forward. And this is all happening in the sign of Capricorn, which is a sign that is all about determination and strategy and long-term plans. And so when we think about how we want to use the astrology of this week, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is the time to do something bold and crazy and out of the box necessarily. You can if that feels authentic to you, but I do think this is a time just to get the trains on the tracks, to start taking tiny actions that you know are going to bear fruit in the future. This is not like an immediate instant gratification type of astrology. This is like, okay, this is something that I want to accomplish in the next month. And so this week, I'm going to get started by doing these little XYZ LMNOP steps that are going to get me on track. And a lot of times when we're in pursuit of a new goal, the hardest part is just starting. And so this is a great week to start. And I want to challenge you to make this start as simple and as manageable as you possibly can. Because again, Capricorn is a sign that is about systems and structures and even restrictions. So it's like, how do we work with just a little bit? How do we work with what we have now? How can we be super resourceful with the resources that we currently have to take tiny steps forward towards the goal that we want to accomplish? So this is a week for resourcefulness, for courage, for taking action. And so my homework assignment for you this week is to just take action, start doing something, start planting the seeds for something that you are excited about. And because we're in this new year, new me kind of season, and typically people start off the year with like fitness goals or career goals, that's great. If that feels like a focus for you right now, please proceed in that direction. But I also want to encourage you to think about the things that you are actually excited about accomplishing and working on, and start working towards that. Don't start working on something out of obligation because you're like, oh, it's January 1st, so I have to get back into the gym. If that doesn't feel authentic to you, put that energy elsewhere, because there are other areas of your life that perhaps feel quite energized right now for you to work on. And this is where we need to apply this energy. And that's it. That's the astrology for the week of January 5th. We get to kind of continue this conversation, circle back on this conversation next week because we have a new moon in Capricorn. So these next 2 weeks are really just about planting the seeds, getting clear on your goals and your ambitions, and starting to take actions in that direction so that 6 months from now, a year from now, you can bear the fruits of this labor now. It's a time for energy. It's a time for getting excited and for working on the things that make you excited. So with that being said, if you're starting the year off being like, I don't know what makes me excited, I don't know what to focus on right now, if you want something a little bit more mystical, magical than a regular New Year's resolution sort of practice to kick off your year ahead, highly recommend that you book a True You Astrology reading with me throughout the month of January. When I sit with any of my clients, we're going to talk all about the key transits of 2026 and how you can work with them to feel like you have your most successful year yet. Understanding where exactly the energy in the sky is going to affect your life personally, and how that might inspire you to take action in a certain direction so that you can become your most aligned, most embodied self. So if that interests you, go ahead and book a time in my calendar. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next week with a new video, and I hope you have a great, energized, productive, exciting week.